Good evening, everyone. "53 comments. What have you guys been doing in here?" Do my homework for me, Moose. Man, Coreworks is in here. The Pilot Moose and Mark. Zen. Y'all are crazy. What's all this love about? Alright, let me get rid of this music. Alright, I gotta remember that one. That was pretty jammy. I like that. Hey everybody. We're looking at a dirty 10-gallon tank with too many mama guppies and babies, just a couple males in there, and too many bristlenose plecos. Anytime you see shimmering on the bottom, it's a guppy next to two baby plecos. They're all about an inch long. They're hilarious. And then there's like 3 or 4 adults in here too. All of the plants have been eaten. There's some stagcorn algae on this nice coral piece that I inherited. This is my rainbow gravel tank. It's got rainbow glass beads in it. It was a beta tank for someone, and it was donated to me, and I love it. But yeah, there's an example of a bristlenose. There's like 40 of those guys in here. So yeah, man, we might be moving some babies around. My 3 of 4 fish from Aquashella are doing great. Let me give you a shot of that. There's Mr. Male Bristlenose, looking awfully golden for a super red, but I believe it. I think he's just like washing out on this sand. And over there in the back is the Corridora, looking good. And there, right behind the bushy nose, is the Catapantaris. I got to figure out whether he is a he or a she, and then I got to get him a friend. So when he grows up, when this one sexes out, they're gonna get a friend. He's coming to see you guys. He wants to know what's up. Okay, he changed his mind. He's done. But that was cool. So yeah, man, welcome in everybody. What a great time. Let's talk to people. Caleb Shirley, what up? What up? Night Owl Aquatics, Skull. Scuba. Stephen P has got a timeout net going on for a pupper right now. That sounds adventurous. Can't wait to hear about that on Friday, I guess. Yeah, man, a coral reef. Everybody knows that. Dixon Designs, good evening. Hello. Night Owl, love it. Hey, Emma. Yeah, but my mom learned how to talk in Rhode Island and went to a finishing school in Missouri. So there's some like weird things. There's some weird things about my speech. And I grew up in the suburbs of Houston. So I feel like some of the accent things that are attributed to being Southern just have to do with rural versus urban. Um, there was a comic way back when that was saying that. It's like, we're from Anchorage, Alaska, and this is how we do it up here. Well, I'm from Mobile, Alabama, and this is how we do it down here. You know what I mean? Like the speech gets slower the less on top of each other we are. Ooh, I was also in choir, so I think that probably you learn to enunciate. So yeah, all my T's and D's are there, where somebody that didn't spend time doing that might not. Yeah, Emma, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's but I mean like to you, you're never gonna sound like you have an accent because that's your like baseline, right? So I don't know. Oh, aquatic moose. Okay, let's get to it. A pond lizard. So I have two ponds on my back porch, and I'm getting like all sorts of like wasp activity. I've had a possum out here messing around at one point in time last year. I've had a raccoon back here. I think he got stuck inside the fence, so I let him out the side yard. I herded him with a flashlight one night. Um, had a rabbit in my backyard. That was weird. Um, and I've seen the anoles drink out of it. Now, these pond lizards, these guys just happen to be like hanging out on the porch, and I think there's three. I've got a picture of two of them together. Um, and then there's one that is it's just bigger than these two, so there's got to be a third one, right? Anyway, they're scaled lizards, so I think they like rock piles and things like that. And so I don't know whether they're actually drinking out of the pond or grabbing insects that have just drinking out of the pond. Like I'm not sure what the deal is. But out here on the back porch where me and my wife sit on the regular, like they were sitting like, I don't know, like 18 inches, like a foot and a half away from her. And there were two of them, and they were just both chilling. You know what I mean? So they don't seem to be that disturbed by our presence. And I've taken pictures of them several times. Like they're just like really chill guys. I've got a clip here. Let me look. I had to make it into a movie, and then I had to convert it to MP4, all so that I could get you this 10 seconds. But I think I can play it as many times as I want. So there's one curled up on that stump, and the other one is on the pillar, and this is another one. Oh, it can't loop. Can we loop it? Loop it. So this way it'll just flow back and forth for a little bit. So can you guys make that one out that's on the stump? But yeah, all of these pictures are taken less than 6 feet away from these two ponds that I have. So I mean, like Is it a thing? Like, are these pond lizards? Are, you know what I mean? Like, some people like move out to the lake and have a lake house. Are these like lake people? Like, are these pond people? You know what I mean? Like in the lizard world? Emma says it's because my vibe is so chill, and my wife is like even chiller than I am. So, like, I do believe that that has something to do with them like being cool with us. Yeah, they're fancy lake house lizards. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just, out and about. Sunny G in the house. Sunny G, these are my scaled lizards that are been all over my porch. I think there's three of them at least. There's two of them in that first picture there. One of them's on the stump. But yeah, they're all hanging out near the pond, man. And we're all just like hanging out together in the mornings and evenings. Not so much during the middle of the day. I don't anyway. Been sleeping. So yeah, welcome to the Wednesday witching hour on a Tuesday. I was confused as to what day it was, and I thought I was going to miss the Fish Fam link thing. I was the shopper, and we actually gave away like I think like $200 worth of stuff from KJE. There were two winners of that. It was really great. I enjoyed hanging out with Dee Dee and Jenna P. So that was just a really great time. And yeah, no, it was cool doing something fun for Fish Family. It was neat. Yeah, Zen, it's no problem. Like I was asked if I was interested, and I said I am. So yeah, those are the pond lizards. Now let me see if I can turn it off. Boom. That is. Never mind. There we go. That's a little bigger. Looks like it's frozen. Okay, so you call them fence lizards. Yeah, in Houston, the fence lizards are the ones that are always on the fence are the anoles. Those green ones, they turn like green all the way to like brown, like almost black. And of course, that's all that was living in 1980s Houston suburbia because of how much fertilizer and weed killer and stuff we were putting on everything. Um, and I think they lived because they stayed up in the trees and didn't touch the ground. Um, but yeah, these scaled lizards are new to me. since I got here to Austin, but we have all three. We've got those green anoles, the what the pink like see-through belly geckos with the little suction cup fingers, and we have these scaled lizards. So it's pretty wild. Texas spiny lizard, considered a tree and fence lizard depending on where you look. They like to bask on rocks. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe near the pond, like out in the sun, I need to make a pile of rocks so that the lizards can like hang out in like a rocky area. And then I was thinking that I needed to put a pipe in the side of it so that then I could stick a lizard cam into the center of the rock pile to see the lizards when they're inside chilling. And then I was thinking that I should put some lights in it so that then they can have like a little lizard rave. And then I fell asleep. It's a great day. I'm well rested. Okay, that's cool, man. Vinoski, hello. Welcome, welcome. We are trying to figure it out, man. It is not Wednesday. I could find some fairly flat rocks. I like that idea, Coro. Do you guys see that coal male running around in there with a big white ring on his freaking tail? It's crazy looking. That female pleco in the back is angry. They might have eaten all of their algae wafers. They probably need a couple more. There's a lot of them, guys. It's kind of crazy. Right, Mark, but at night, underneath the pile of rocks, if there was a spot that was warmer, you know what I mean? I feel like the lizards would be into that. But then again, if the sun was shining on the rock pile, I bet all those rocks stay warm most of the way through the night. But it'd be nice to have for them in the winter. I mean, who knows? Like they might have their own enclosure in the fish room by then. I don't know, man. Like I don't know what these guys want with us, but I mean, like I'm open to working together. You know what I mean? I feel like this is the type of reptile person I want to be. I want to be friends with the reptiles that live outside and take care of themselves. I don't have to do any of the husbandry or any of that. You know what I mean? Like I'm just here to hang out when they got time. And the rock stayed warm at night, sunny. Okay, so yeah, maybe the heat mat isn't necessary. Exactly, Zen. So has anybody else found anything interesting in and around their ponds of late? Inquiring minds want to know. It is pond season. Allah. I've got some coffee in a can just for this occasion. I don't know whether they got this in your neck of the woods, but there's a brand called High Brew. It's from Austin, and it's a blue can. Looks like a Red Bull can. And this is Mexican vanilla flavored, and it is delicious. All right, here it is. Mexican vanilla. I like it because it's got 90 calories. You know what I mean? It's just like one of these and a Miller Lite, and just call it a snack. 180 calories. Zen, there's always next year. And I'm planning on doing some stuff with my pond. So you can see my pond. And Zen, did you manage to see Kelly's pond? She always has a really cool pond, and I always learn about all the different plants she's keeping around it. So I enjoy that quite a bit. Oh, dang, I moved the thing that I was using. Hmm. All right, so that's a look at the craziness going on in my tank. There's babies everywhere. But look how good we did, guys. There's this tank and this tank. There's all my males right here. And there's some females and stuff in here and a couple males. And this is that third tank. There's like three really nice males, some babies, and a few females too. And there's two plecos in there. And those are albino. Yeah, anybody want any trumpet snails, huh? Got a couple. There's a guppy that has jumped into the rice fish tank. Not ideal. Oh well. Could be worse. Could be worse. All right. Back to it. Yeah, same here. I'm about to just buy zucchini and place it in the spot where I feed in every tank and just collect them and grab them out. Like I've got ram's horns in every tank, and then there's a couple tanks that are all trumpet snails. Oh yeah, I trimmed the old beard this morning. Craig, welcome aboard. We're looking at my rainbow tank. It's got guppies in it and too many plecos, and that and that female that's like looking in the camera right now that's on the right side has just been terrorizing, man, just like agitated, just running all over the place. Got the zoomies. Hang on real quick, I got something for him. Actually, let's do this. Oh, I'm glad that was closed. See how many plecos we can get. As you can see, the guppies give them a good run for their money. Oh my goodness, Craig. Craig, do you ever do more than 8 cleans in a day? It seems like you would run out of time. You've done 17 before? That's a lot, bro. You know, Coro, I have had the ram's horn snails go after the young mystery snails, like when they're first born, and also harass the elder. They eat on the new growth of shell on my mystery snails. So well, my wife has been picking out mystery snails out of that tank for forever, and we're winning that battle. And like that's how I had that population explosion. And everybody's been getting fed really well. So the babies that the young ones that I gave away at Aquashella, all of those, there wasn't any striation in the shell whatsoever. So it was very consistent food and growth the whole time. I was really proud of those guys. I hope they're living the life in somebody's tank right now. That's true too, Sonny. I have a 20-gallon long that is just ram's horns. That's where all the snails I find go. Yeah. Yeah, assassins are great if you just have pest snails in the tank, just because like odds are they'll continue to compete with the assassin snails. Like the assassin snails, I don't think can like overeat them. And then if they do, if it's anything like my fish room, reach into the next tank over and throw some in. But yeah, I might buy some assassin snails, but it would be when I see them at a swap or something locally. You know what I mean? So that therefore just pick them up. I don't think I would pay full local fish store prices for them. Um, yeah, the ram's horns were out competing the mystery snails in the mystery snail tank, and I was able to buy a crazy snail lady pack. I was sad to hear that Foxy wasn't sure that they were going to be able to provide any mystery snails this year because their colony slowed down. But such is life. Uh, but I have golden mystery snails with the Lightfoot, uh, and I have quite a few that are, I don't know, the size of a grape, a large grape, and so if anybody needs them, you've got 4 clutches finally, but who knows what color they'll be. Yeah, of course, Foxy. But I'm just saying, if anybody is in dire need in the next month or so, email me. We'll work it out. Same goes for guppies and bristle noses. Almost all of those bristle noses in that tank are an inch long and they're super adorable. They're all brown, but there's ones with different patterns on them, natural patterns. Like some of them have like really small dots all over them. Some of them have more stripes. I don't know what that means. Yeah, my snails are like super giving right now. Clutches every day. I have some Hawaiian blues, yes. But that colony is in a small tank, so they have not done as prolifically as the purple Moscows. But I'm looking to give them a couple of 10-gallon tanks this summer. I was going to put them out in the pond, but it's June and I haven't done it yet. So I'm thinking about moving the rice fish out there because then the rice fish that are out there can overwinter out there. But yeah, I do have a few Dixon designs. So yeah, I could do a trio for you if you were interested in some Hawaiian blues. Oh, you only have two and they're nasty looking culls in another tank. Yeah, I have some purple ones that are faded out a little bit, the males, and they have some blue in their tails and stuff like that. So if you're looking to mix them with some culls and stuff like that, I can definitely do that for you. Just no males. Okay. Let's talk about Are you gonna come out? And I go around back. Where are you guys? Because I've got two great looking males and then they're not, this isn't the greatest view either. But they're light blue. And then that one has a dark head. And then these I've got a couple of good males that I'm gonna breed with the females. And they're over here, but keeps running away, acting feral. Really, dude? You're a jerk. But I don't see his buddy, so I'm wondering whether something happened to him, and that's why he's acting all scared. But in my purple tank, there are lots of them with a blue body and dark tail. And a lot of them end up with patterns in their tail that look kind of cool, thus taking their dark tail, which there's a male with the dark tail. Those are the purples. So some of them are more purple than others. But I could definitely give you my palest tails and bodies out of these purple male culls. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, because these guys are just destined for my static on my television tank, as well as, well, these guys, these males, these male endlers, they would look pretty cool. So just male endlers and male purple Moscow guppy is like in a tank shimmering. Oh, that's great. So do you want 3 or 5 males, Dixon? That way you don't have more males than females, because that would give them the that would give them the runaround. 3, all right. Yeah, send me an email at newlocalaustin at fishfam.link, and yeah, we'll work it out. I think that um I think that if you should probably do it, you know what I mean? Like, I'll figure it. If you have a preferred if you have a preferred method for your shipper that works out better on your end, let me know. Um, because I'm in Austin, so it's not like it's hard for me to get to any of the 3 main carriers. Um, and I'll probably put them in a water bottle. Um, and ship them to you. I've got insulated boxes, so that's not a problem. Hmm. Well, I might send a female separate. Okay, priority USPS works best for you, but then that works for me too. And like I said, I have enough right now to where I could we can try it more than once if we need to. But that's just because I haven't I think I've shipped fish I've shipped fish once. I've carried fish from uh Aquashella, back from Aquashella, so back from Dallas, and had mixed results. My best results were this past time around. I still had a loss. Uh but the first time around I was making stupid new fish keeper choices. Like I bought chocolate gouramis and like they were in the bag and I bought them, and then like an hour or so later I drove home and then I took them out of the bag and they were dead within 3 days. So they just didn't acclimate right. You know what I mean? Like they were probably just using RO water at the show. You know what I mean? Like it was it was silly to think that I could keep chocolate gouramis in the water that I have. Like I will try them again because I think they look really cool. And anything that has the nickname Samurai is freaking come on. Um so yeah, I'll definitely try them again, but I'm not going to until I can cut my own water with RO or have RO water and then build my water from the RO with GH, KH and stuff. I know MROs, aren't they cool? Yeah, they need a low pH. And guess what, Craig? I got a high pH. That's wild, Jeff. Oh, they do, Craig. They do, buddy. Yeah, I mean, like I made a mistake. Yeah, I'd say the majority of us do, and those who don't know. You know what I mean? Like Stephen P, my water stats are it comes out of the tap at about 8.2, the and then settles down to like 7.6, 7.4 after 24 hours. There is chloramine in my water, so I have to have that as well taken out. The chlorine gas is off. Um, the KH is in the medium to low range, and in a couple of my tanks that I didn't change for 3 weeks, the KH went to zero. I believe this is one of the ones where the KH went to zero, obviously. So I only did a 30% water change on this one this week, and I'll do it again next week. I was scared to do a 50% water change when the pH was 6.5, and my pH is normally like 7.4, 7.6. I didn't want to swing them a full point just because there's babies in all those tanks. And maybe the babies wouldn't be bothered by it as much as the adults, but I just wasn't sure. But that's just one of those things. I've probably done it like a million times, you know what I mean? And like not worried about it and done a 50% water change and nothing happened. But the more you know, the more cautious you end up being. The KH out of the tap would be in the medium range on my strips. So I don't know what that converts to in the other. I've never bought the drop tests for GH or KH. Yeah, Sonny G, I want to see what it says. But yeah, the hardness is off the scale, and the pH is usually, yeah, is usually like 7.6, 7.4. I do if there's any doubt of the previous water parameters that they were in, for sure. And I've always dripped all my shrimp, and that includes when I refill the tanks, which is kind of a pain, but and one of the reasons why I haven't changed the water in those tanks as often as I should. And I don't know, it might be affecting the population of the blue dream shrimp. But I thought all of my shrimp came from TGOE, but it's not true. The first blues that I got were at um a fish swap. Yeah, the first fish swap that I did with the Greater Austin Aquarium Society. Yeah, that's true, Juanita. So yeah, if you drip those guys, they should do well for you. Right. I had an angel that was like laying on the floor of the tank and trying to hide from a rock from her mate, and I had to move her out of there. And she was fine after that. So it was apparently a domestic thing. But the alleged abuser didn't make it through tank changes when we were catching them all out of the tanks. So we will never know whether Mr. T was a abusive male or not. We'll never know. Good night, Coro. A little drippy drippy. But yeah, you can just see those plecos just all over the place. It's just like cracking me up. Hub City Slaps was nice. I've done Sticker Me. People have used Sticker Mule in the past. Like, I don't think that for like 200 stickers or 150 stickers or anything like that, that you're going to end up paying more than $12 difference between any of the for print stores. And I haven't had any quality issues. Like, they fade over time, but after I've abused them by wiping the sticker with an alcohol swab because it's on my phone. You know what I mean? And like, it didn't come off right away either. It was over a length of time. Um, yeah, that's true. That's true, Juanita. As you can see, I dropped in all of those catfish pellets, and all of those guppies went right for it. They're still working on them because I put them all along the edge of the glass so we could get some pleco action. Right. And I've gotten a lot better. I've gotten a lot better. And my wife has said, "Hey, man, I didn't feed the fish last night." And I was like, "Everybody's going to be fine." I was like, "There might be a few less babies in the morning, but like, let's let the tanks take care of themselves." You know what I mean? Like, right now, a lack of babies is not the problem. So, yeah, I love that one male. He's like so purple. He looks blacked out. I love that guy. I'll try to get that guy with the flashy tail out of there. I think I tried to do it before. I think he's extra crafty. So no matter how much I work tonight, um, overnight doing my water changes and whatnot, there will still be a dirty tank tomorrow. Tomorrow night stream, which is my normally scheduled time. Uh, I will be hey, it's 12:02. It's officially Wednesday. See that? See that? Now I'm not doing it on the wrong day. But I will be going again tonight, Wednesday, on my normal time. And I believe that when I put the thumbnail for that one up is where a dirty tank becomes a theme. So we're kind of like leaning into that right now, except we were talking about pond lizards. Did everybody see that earlier? I'm pretty sure you did, but if you didn't, here it is. These are my scaled fence lizards that are living their best life, pond life. They're all hanging out near the pond, hopefully eating all the June bugs. Since I've gotten long hair, uh, I do not like June bugs, man, because they just end up getting in your freaking hair, man. And they are just helpless when they're not flying around. And when they're flying around, they don't look like they're in control of what they're doing. So, like June bugs, it's the devil's baked bean. So that's enough of my lizards. You want pond lizards instead of frogs? I mean, if you got the right lizard, he'd have to be big enough to eat a frog. And frogs can sometimes get pretty big. Yeah, why do they have hooked feet, Emma? What is that about? It's like I gotta gently brush my hair, otherwise it's gonna look greasy. Okay, so he just made it in his own tub. Yeah. A chorus of frogs. Nice. We're supposed to get a thunderstorm tonight. There's an absence of cicadas right now. They must know it's coming. And it rained all afternoon, so they just might not be dry enough to chirp. Yeah, the cicadas for me definitely feel like a summertime. You know what I mean? Like hearing the and then the frogs as well. You know what I mean? Like anytime you're like near a body of water, like at dusk, you know what I mean? Like I'll be fishing or fishing. Yeah, you may post the unboxing. I mean, like, even if it's bad, you know what I mean? Like, we'll figure out what went wrong. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem with shipping and stuff like that is we hand it off on one end and then it comes out the other end, and we don't have a lot of control over what happens in between there. So even if we plan for everything, we can still end up in a pickle. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not worried about it making me look bad or anything like that. I'm not confident in my shipping ability right now anyway, and I haven't done it. I mean, I was successful, you know what I mean? Like I shipped some to Dr. Anthony and it went well. Yeah, I want chickens one day. Awesome. So this is a 10-gallon tank with a sponge filter, and it is my rainbow gravel tank. It was a betta tank at one point in time. Its inhabitants are purple Moscow guppies and brown bristlenose pluckos and ram's horn snails. Howdy, Dee Dee. Well, I'm glad you made it, my friend. Are you up for some water or something? Have you already been to bed, Dee Dee? Are you back up again? All right, Asaya. I love that. Fish and shrimp. Neocaridina or caridina shrimp, or some other kind of shrimp. What kind of shrimps? Ah, very nice, Dee Dee. Neos. Excellent. I have blue dreams and some yellowback. Some, yeah, the straight back yellows. And I'm happy with both of them. I'm still figuring it out. I'm definitely not overfeeding them like the first time I kept them, and everything seems to be going pretty well. I think that I've neglected them on the water changes, and the pH might not be ideal for them right now. So I'm doing water changes. I don't know. I'll test it and see when I want to do my next water change on them. I'll test it next week. Oh my goodness. I said I was going to do something for 300, didn't I? Can't believe that. Well, we'll be doing something. Whoever wins might have to take some freaking purple Moscow guppies and I don't know, something out of a grab box that they like. I'll have interesting and odd items. I'm sure that there will be something that they'll be like, I've been looking for this particular piece of foam or something. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll I'll rummage around the fish room here and we'll try it out. Well, I do not have anything from Jeff, but I really enjoyed talking to Jeff, and I love seeing all that Jeff has been into on his channels. So I have received snails from Roxy and from Foxy and Brian. So it's gonna be great. Uh I wanna have some type of fish or shrimp or something from them as well. So from Jeff as well. So we'll get it figured out at uh at the clash, and then he can ship them to me. Right on. Yeah, Fathom had time to study everything that was in that tank. So you know what I mean? Like he might end up with some nice ones. You know what I mean? So yeah, either way, Jeff. Either way. Yeah, we can make it work, buddy. You can always just win when we get 300. It's no big deal. Jeff Kane. That's what I like to see. 15 viewers, like count 30. It's good times, y'all. Making me happy. Dang. Well, they didn't want this particular date, Jeff. They wanted, I think, like the week before, like they normally do, but there was some sort of snafu and it's not supposed to happen in the future. So I think the next year it should roll back to that earlier time period. I think that that is what was wanted. That's right, Craig. KJE is at the hospital getting better. Um, Hopefully it doesn't cramp his style too much. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's send him some well wishes and stuff like that. And his store is still open, so he would appreciate any orders. If anybody's been wanting to order anything, please do. please do. Your order might be like held up for just a minute while he gets better, he gets out of the hospital and whatnot, but like get those plants. And what, man, he's got like quite a bit of dry goods and stuff like that. I went through it on Fish Fam Link channel earlier this evening. If anybody wants to watch that, my bestest friend Dee Dee requested my assistance in selecting from KJE. I believe we did a shrimp and shirt is what I named one of the carts, and the other cart I named uh I can't remember, but it was fun. Yeah, so I enjoyed it too. I wasn't watching chat at all, but I mean, like, I just enjoy hanging out with Dee Dee and Jenna. You know what I mean? Like, they're really cool. I've been offered to do different things with them in the past, but I've always seen the message like weeks late. Like, I'm not the most organized bear. I will say that. Um, but yeah, besides my disorganization, you know what I mean? Like I really like working with that group and having such a fun time with them. Okay. Show us those lizards. Lizard time. Lizard time. How was that, Foxy? Columbus, where go? See you later, alligator. Thanks for lurking. Hmm. Hey, how's it going? Looks like we lost the guppy tank. That battery does not seem to be getting better with age. So might have to work out a battery pack rubber banded to the stand that I put the phone on. Keith is out of the hospital. Amen, brother. That's more better. All right. Stupid Pete. Don't know why that happened. Let's just Oh my goodness, it's back. Okay. How about that? Hmm. Time for bed, says Foxy's Fishes. Everybody have sweet dreams. I'm out of here in about 8 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So if anybody has any requests or wants to ask her about anything or want to see something in the fish room, now's the time. Appreciate you guys so much. I always enjoy this. I always enjoy having a good time. We're doing a two for this week. Hopefully, we see almost everybody here that wasn't out of bed when they weren't supposed to tonight and get in trouble. Hopefully, we see everybody tomorrow night. Bring a friend. This is supposed to be fun for everyone. I want everyone to feel welcomed in the chat. Um, I want everybody to have a voice, especially while the chat stays small. You know what I mean, under 30 and stuff like that. I want everybody to be heard. You know what I mean, because those are the things that we lose when we get in some of these larger chats where there's more than 100 people and things like that. So let's take advantage of that, because we have no control over when that comes or goes. I mean, like, grind, right? You know what I mean? Like, I could slow it down as much as I can. I've been savoring it. But I tell you all right now that just being able to show you my tanks and interact with you guys in the chat here, like what we're doing tonight, I'm completely happy. This could be as far as it goes, and I would be happy. You know, I am happy. Like this is such a blessing to be able to have friends via the internet and be doing um, a a hobby that you spend a lot of time by yourself. I'm learning how to be by myself. I'm not good at that, but sharing with you guys is the best. So I appreciate it. Dixon Designs, yes, ma'am. Just send me an email and we'll see what's what. Like, it shouldn't be bad at all. Um, we'll get you hooked up. That'll be great. So you wanted 3 males. Okay, I think it's officially done. My mustache. All right, there we go. There you go. You got to get the receding hairline in there. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Love you too, Emma Rose. It's so much fun, man. Like I said, like, I'm happy with the way it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, bring 300. I'm down. You know what I mean? But put it off a month. I'm still down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm having a blast. Got to get some people hooked up with some fish. But other than that, pretty good. But I figure with 3 things to offer right now, and I don't have 9 plants yet, but I definitely got like 5. I figure once I get to like that 12 or 15 mark, you know what I mean? Like I can go ahead and um, set up a get gills. I think is probably the best thing right now. Um, there we go, Dee Dee. That's why I like Dee Dee. Watching people just enjoy being together is an awesome thing. I know, right? Like, and I think that we need more of that in our lives. And our lives are busy, and we're always in different places and going and doing different things. So the fact that this is mobile, you know, you can look at it on your phone while you're on your way home, on the bus or the train, or you can look at it as you like lay down before you go to sleep, or like whenever you check in, you know what I mean? Like I think it's cool to have a community of people being nice to each other, you know what I mean? Like I don't care if that's forced by mods and whatnot, you know what I mean? It's just like, hey man, if you can't act right, you can't hang out, it's okay, you know what I mean? Come back tomorrow, whatever. It's fine, you know, like I just enjoy people, you know, and we need each other, I think. I don't think we were meant to just be hermits or whatever. Although that's a thing, you know what I mean? I'm sure it has its uses, but it's not for me. Yeah, Sonny G, I still do, and that guy is getting bigger. You're welcome, Juanita. It's no trouble at all, my friend. Oh yeah, Craig, I am not, brother. I am hooked up. I'm good. I'm good, man. She makes sure that I get all the bills paid and that everything works out. You know what I mean? She's running the show. You know what I mean? She's like, hey man, this is fish money. It goes over here. This is your pile of money. You do with it what you will. All right, you got it. So yeah, keeps me on the right. Um, it's a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not know what is next out there. But whatever it is, believe me, I'll probably be there because I'm supposed to be changing water. So I'm going to lurk for a minute. If there's another stream on, I'll see you there. And remember, New Local Austin loves you. See you later, guys.